Welcome back all to Astrix Tube. Astrix logged in. Now if you guys can tell from the title of this video, what's the major difference? With SPEEDPAINT, I do everything entirely from scratch without the use of external resources. Now, I'm going to admit I kind of use a few things getting towards the end of the video, but I kind of scrubbed all of that because I want this artwork to be something that I truly call my own, something that I made completely, and speed edits always feel like some sort of cheat. And when it comes to this, I'd also like to mention how much just the idea of SPEEDPAINT is scary because you're doing everything entirely from scratch. And the last time that I did a SPEEDPAINT was 2 years ago with my Christmas themed post Hanukkah video, which featured a crossover between Miraculous and 𝐷𝐿𝐿 where they had to take down a Christmas theme. And the main theme for this video is to talk about how I started in the first place. I have symptoms similar to ADHD, so I struggle very much with motivation, and this is why I'm not a regular content creator on YouTube. This is why I don't upload videos frequently. This is why I'll put a deadline, I end up postponing the deadline, or basically something else will come up in my life, and then I end up not doing much about it. Now, I want to talk to you guys about first of all, how I even started, and how I managed to continue the video, and then how I got to the end of the video. And the first thing that I want to start with, or let me say number one, what I did was I searched for what I'd like to call how-to videos that generally make you feel like you have ideas, or videos that teach you something. And an example, for me personally, I like to watch Colin's videos, regardless of the fact that people say she's a very controversial artist. And I also like to watch videos that give you the perception of competition, not too severe, but something that you feel like you can take over, which means not too little as well. And I like to say a good 4% of competition. Someone that is better than you, but someone that you feel like, okay, you can probably overtake the person if you tried a bit. And another group of videos that I'd say I like to watch that really helps with the motivation is basically nostalgic videos. I go back to my channel, I see all the videos I created in the past, and it kind of gives me this sort of, should I say, hype. It gives me sort of willpower to come back and make new videos because I'm like, wow, those were the days. Did I really do that? Maybe I can do that again. And here we are. And step 2 is actually what you guys can see on the video right now. This is the first phase, or this is the first stage, or the newest stage that I'm implementing my drawing. This is the sketching stage. And what this does is that it generally helps to solidify ideas. I think I even took notes on that. So one of my steps, I said always start where you want, and the sketching phase is meant to build strong ideas, to formulate things in your mind. And I guess at this point in the video, we are now moved to the shading phase. So this phase, you can also start straight from here, but this phase is basically don't let your imagination sleep. You get like any idea in your head, any sort of color, any sort of it, you just go right into the screen. You do that, you put it right there. And we also get the final or finishing touches. For those one, the main idea is just polish what you've already done. You have the trial and error stage, which is embracing tiny improvements that you make, and extra phases like what I've done for this video in specific. I wrote a story. In case you guys are not aware, or you have no idea what the premise of this video even is, this whole SPEEDPAINT concept is based on Miraculous 2D, the animation that I released on YouTube. It's actually based on a part 2 that I said I would animate if you guys got Zach to validate that video. And that part 2 involves Chrysalis akumatizing herself.
You'll soon join Adrian in heaven.
Yeah, you guys are very good to say that doesn't happen in Miraculous. Hawkmoth has to transform, yada yada. In the movie, it was possible, and I thought it was a cool concept to add to my Miraculous 2D series. And this speed edit is kind of like a 3D rendition of that. On the left side, you have Chrysalis. On the right side, you have Chrysanest. Chrysanest is her akumatized form. And as you see here, one of the technicalities that I would say in shading in general is you always have the base. The base is the plain colors. It is flat colors throughout. And then on top of the base, you are now going to add in the minute details. Shading is basically you're outlining all the parts where you think, okay, if you blended it in, you're going to get some sort of shading effect. As you can see, I'm doing with the hair currently. So this is one technique that I'll use in shading. First, the base color, then you overlay with, like, let me say, first layer of shading. From there, you go to second layer of shading, then third layer of shading. Here's where the details finally start shining through in your artworks. Now, back to my notes. I was on point 2 before I jumped to another point. And point 2 was the fact that you have to accept that these type of things take time. Now, again, I randomly came up with these phases because they were done in different days after I gave up multiple times. So, this whole speed in general, it actually took me 9 hours non-stop, and in real time, it took me like a few days to, let's say, 2 weeks to get this done. Because by breaking down the video into multiple phases, actually, let me say, after the sketching phase, I gave up. I didn't have any energy to get to the shading. So it took me like 1 week before I even said, okay, let me just say fuck it, and then I'm just going to get to the shading like this instant. And then from the shading ended over there. Then after that, each and every day, I came back to the same artwork just to make like slight minute improvements to it. So yeah, it's basically accept that the whole process takes time, and no matter how long it takes, you are going to get done eventually. And to like kind of enjoy the process more. As you see right now, I'm layering shade upon shade. I'm doing all these different type of effects. You see how I work with lighting, you also see how I work with shadows in my artwork. These are small technicalities that basically make the character feel that, makes you feel like you're bringing the character to life. We'll get more into technicalities later on, but yeah. So from moving on, we'll get to what I would say number 3, or step 3, is accepting that this is a cycle and it has to be your normal experience. And I think this is something that we feel guilty of the most. Now back to technicalities. I hope you guys observed how I detailed the hair. Now, when you're making strands take like a really long time to do. So I have this brush there. It's like dots that let me like do repeated lines all at once. And you guys can see the butterfly, should I call headpiece? I forgot what we call. I'm not a fashion expert, but the butterfly headpiece that I put on the head, I wanted it to be made of glass. And here's where we come back to design choices, or where we come back to the story. Basically, the whole theme of Chrysanest. Again, Chrysanest is my version of Chrysalis akumatizing herself using movie logic. And over here, the main aesthetic for this, I wanted to go for glass, bubblegum, K-pop theme. Those are the first two things that came into my head. So you're going to see much of, you're going to see that is the dominating vibe in Chrysanest's design. So majority is all covered by glass. You have this glass aesthetics. I've not yet got to that part of the video, but you guys are going to see that soon. You have this shiny sheen part of hair, like all the fun stuff. And this is basically, okay, did I state her powers? Okay, I didn't show her powers in the Miraculous, but basically what her power would be is to create any type of akuma that she desires, which is the name Chrysanest. She's basically nesting these akumas. And why is it this bluish glass design? We all know that the Miraculous is purple, or has this purple sheen to it. So basically, if you guys, but by now you guys have seen the Miraculous Reverse Special. We all thought the butterfly Miraculous, if it were to be used for good, it would be white butterflies with blue markings inside. But we found out that it wasn't the case. The butterfly looks the same, just works differently. And I thought, okay, so it's going to be cool if I did something similar to Carte Blanche, where if she did get akumatized, the outlook of the butterflies would change effect. And I don't know, glass just, the idea felt ethereal. It felt like it would raise her attributes up. It would raise the design up. It would raise her character up. I don't know. That's just the idea that I had at that very point in time. So yeah, and then I wanted to give her like these sort of effects that are running through her design that look like the butterfly antenna That was also a design choice that I made for the shading stage, basically. Now back to the fact that I said accept the cycle, make it a normal experience. When I say accept the cycle, is the fact that when I was done with the sketching, I ended there. I knew very well that when I was going to start shading, it would be a repeat, a whole repetition of the cycle. And the cycle is get yourself motivated, create experiments, then get to the real thing, you finish the real thing, you're done, cycle repeats. Just accept it. If you guys have the similar struggles that I do, maybe you guys are actually diagnosed with ADHD. Me, I'm not sure. I just feel like I have symptoms of that. But maybe you guys have actually gotten those problems. Just accept that this cycle is very normal. There's nothing to be ashamed of. And yeah, I think we finally come to the step, or we've come to the point that I made earlier where I said always start wherever I want. You want to start on the sketching phase, that's very important to build strong ideas. You start there, or you can jump the sketching phase and then come right to the shading phase. And this is basically get your imagination straight before before your imagination expires. And I actually did this with another speed edit that I'll be featuring after this video, which is Ghost Force theme. And I don't want to spoil and surprise you guys. If I upload a video, I'm going to make a card. I'm going to put it up on the screen here for you guys to see if I do upload the video, so you guys can check it out to see how I went by that. And then after we're done with the shading phase, we move to final touches, which is basically a polish on everything that I've done in the shading phase. Trial and error, which is okay, I've seen my artwork, but I wait one day, I go into the next day, and I realize I've noticed many small mistakes which I did not realize at all. Until I sat down, I observed, I just thought, I looked at it and I was like, wait, something seems off here. I make those tiny improvements, we done. And the story, like I explained to you guys, or like I described her power set, the idea that I gave for her. So yeah, just the main idea of this point is just be innovative, create something, get the work done, start. Once the motivation is in, start as soon as possible. And I think that's all I wanted to share to you guys for this segment of the video, which is just my commentary on everything that I'm doing. So if there's any left, I'll leave the video completely uninterrupted with my dialogue, my constant nah.
Close your eyes. 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 From the heart.
Close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands, and we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands, and on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
So yeah, that's everything that I wanted to share with you today, guys. I also recommend you watch other videos on my channel from other genres like cars and racing, which is now an official topic of @16. And if you guys have seen, or I'm guessing most of you haven't, because it's just like 1% of you guys that have seen my latest video. I released a song based on a vintage game that I've been modding for a few years now. The game mod is going to be released this year. I didn't make the game, I just modded for it, and I released a song for it, and it would mean a lot to me if you guys checked out the song and streamed it on Spotify, Apple Music, Boomplay, any music store that exists. You find it over there. It's going to help me a lot. It's going to help me with fans, which is where I also come to the fact that I'd wish you guys would like, subscribe, share this video, and turn on post notifications, because I don't upload regularly again. ADHD shit. And yeah, I honestly don't know when I'm going to upload again. What I can tell you guys is I have 2 videos that are currently done, which is the Good Sports video that I promised you guys, as well as a video for Valentine's Day. Stay tuned. So yeah, that's about everything that I wanted to share with you guys. And yeah, I think I also wanted to mention something, but that's like Gators future plans. So let's leave that where it is. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is your favorite rarest Ghanaian cartoon fanatic, *𝐻𝐿 going crazy.